How's it going, guys? Squarepainter here. So, like most of you, I'm sure, I am a huge collector of retro games and just retro-related crap in general. Stuff that we all love. And for anybody that is a collector, be it, retro games, retro toys, antiques, we all just want to have that one elusive, crazy day where we find something nuts. It's that one thing that we find that we've never seen before. It's just, how could this exist? How could this possibly be here? What the hell is going on? How is this here? And today was that day for me. So it was just a normal Monday. I didn't have much going on, and I decided, you know what? I'm just going to take a ride, and I'm going to do my normal thrift store run. I'm going to go take a ride to about, 15 different places that I usually hit up, of just resale shops, pawn shops, Goodwills, all that. Just in my area, I have all these different spots. So I'm going around. I'm not really finding too much. Just, a couple of things here and there. I hit up about 7 different Goodwills, and that's a big part of this story of what's going on with Goodwills. In the whole area by me, I don't know how it is by you guys, I'd like to know, is that Goodwill has been overpricing video games like fucking crazy. Video game systems, consoles, you name it, the prices are nuts. There was one that I went to, they had loose Sega Genesis sports games for $15 each, and the labels were absolutely destroyed. So it was just one thing after another of going to these stores. Either they didn't have anything, and again, you can't fault Goodwill for that, whatever they get in stock, but anything else that they had was completely nuts. So I, really went for a long drive yesterday, and I ended up going to this one Goodwill that's pretty far out there. I've only been there a few times, probably about, a good hour from where I live. And so I'm in there and I'm looking around and I see just more of the same shit. They had a PS2 Fat in there, just the system, no controllers, hookups, anything, for $40. And they had like a Nintendo Wii just completely piecemeal together in a random cardboard box for $80. So I had it with this shit. I looked through their games. It was like regular sports games, and strangely enough, they had some PS1 games in there too. So, usually it's PS2 and on, no PS1 games. So, as I'm leaving, I look in the collector case in one of them, and I noticed they also have a Final Fantasy VII Black label that's like sun-faded, and they wanted $80 fucking for it. $80 for a Final Fantasy VII Black label that is worth, what, $25 at most, and if you go out collecting, I can guarantee you will find a Final Fantasy VII Black label. There's millions of copies of them out there, regardless of the demand. So by that point, I said, fuck it, I'm just going to go home. So I'm walking out to my car, and something just stops me, and I'm like, you know what? I want to know how they got to that price point of $80. I need to know. This is just driving me crazy. What pricing system are they using? Do they have their own internal system? Are they looking on eBay? Are they using Amazon? How did they land on $80? How did they get to that point and justify that price? So I go back inside, it's kind of busy, and I'm leaning on the counter waiting to talk to the girl behind the register, right where the Wii and the PS2 was, and I happen to glance down, and I just do a double take, because this is a box I've never seen before, and if you guys follow me on social media, you know what I'm talking about. I'd never seen this before, and I'm just staring at it like, how is this fucking here? How is this here? And this is what I'm talking about. This is what was there. A complete, in-the-box JVC XI. Now, if you guys don't know about this, JVC put this out in the 90s. I really don't know how they got the rights for this, but it was a Sega CD and Genesis combo system. History isn't my thing, so you should go check out Norm's video, gaming historian. I'm sure you guys all know who he is. He did a great video talking about the history of the XI. After you watch this, please go check it out. So he just goes into like depth of how JVC got the rights for this, how this thing even just got made and got put out on the market. Now, me personally, I've been collecting since 2001, and I've only seen these things loose at like retro game specialty stores or conventions. I've never seen one of these in the box. I didn't even know what the packaging looked like at all. So I was just completely mind blown, shitting inside, shitting internally, freaking out, seeing this thing. Goodwill was having problems with credit cards all day, so it took like 10 minutes for them to run my card through, and every moment just felt like a fucking hour. I'm standing there, and I was just like, oh my god, please don't let them know that this is some kind of mistake for what they were asking for this, because it was just a fraction of what this thing is potentially worth. And that's the big thing, too, is I don't really collect for value. I really try to not get caught in that mindset. It's very difficult not to with, you know, how much this stuff is worth now. But it's like, this is so obscure, and I was looking online and I couldn't even find an honest price of what the hell this thing is worth. Not that I would ever sell it, but it just blew my mind that this was there. And just, yeah, the box is a little beaten up, but inside, it is pristine, mint, immaculate. If I can get this open, it's so tightly packed in here. So right here, I'll open up this part. It's just where the wires and the controllers are. You know, the controller is even JVC branded. I've never even seen a JVC branded Genesis controller out in the wild ever, so I didn't even know that existed. And inside, this thing is just beautiful. If I can get a shot, there you go, of seeing inside. Like, this has never been taken out of the box. This must have sat in somebody's attic or somewhere for 25 years and then just randomly got traded in. It's insane that this thing even existed, like still in the box. So I'm never gonna play this thing. I already have my Model 2 Genesis Sega CD combo downstairs, but just for preservation wise, just as a collector, I'm so happy that I found this, that this is something that I could proudly have in my collection of just such an odd piece of video game history that I just managed to stumble across yesterday. So I'm obviously very excited and freaking out. I just wanted to share that excitement with you guys, and I hope whatever you guys are looking for, that you stumble across it. I wasn't even looking for this. I just happened to find that. I hope you guys stumble across some crazy fucking shit in your area. I would love to hear about, you know, all the weirdness that you guys find as other collectors. So I just wanted to share this with you guys of my excitement. Keep hunting, keep going out there, and just know these things are out there. These things are out there waiting for us to find. So thank you so much for watching. Keep it pixelated, and I'll see all you guys soon.